kitu unlaza penye majani mabichi, unaongoza kwa maji matulivu, unihuisha nafsi yangu, unaongoza.
Good evening. For those of you who have just tuned in, thank you very much. Share this on your wall. It's going to be quick, not too long. Tell your friends to join. I see you. Pendo, I see you. Diana, thank you. Mwana Molamaki. Danny, thank you. Ogola Sante Pate, good to see you. Priscilla, thank you. Edith Moka, thank you very much. Guys, Andrew Mwangi, thank you, sir, for joining. Always an encouragement. Please share this on your wall. We will start very, very quickly. Lusaka, Asante Sana, Mora, Becky, share this on your wall. Start a watch party. It's going to be a very quick one. If there's any lady you must watch, if you have a brother, if you have a husband, if you have a father, you really, really must watch. And also men must watch as well. If you have a father, if you have a brother, if you have a husband, I humbly ask you to share this on your wall so that we start this very, very quickly. Must watch a very long one, and my apologies. I have started a few minutes late. We're sorting out one or two things. So share this on your wall. So that we will be starting very, very quickly. Must watch a very long one, and my apologies. Be blessed. I have started a few minutes. Thank you. We're sorting out one or two things. So share this. You will be blessed. You will be blessed thoroughly.
Nipitapo bondeni mwa mauti, sitaogopa, yeye yu nami. Hakika wema nazo fadhili zitanifuata mimi. Nitakaa nyumbani mwa Bwana siku zote za maisha yangu. Hakika wema nazo fadhili zitanifuata mimi. Nitakaa nyumbani mwa Bwana siku zote za maisha yangu.
All right, my people. Thank you very much. Thank you guys for sharing this. I see all of you. Thank you. God richly bless you. Pastor Archie, my brother. Thank you guys. Thank you. We're starting shortly. And the topic is, thank you, Zafa. The topic is men. We are dying in silence. We need to talk as men. We need to tell some ladies, by the grace of God, I'll say some things that are not, that might be a bit tough, but the truth really must be said. I need to talk to the ladies. I need to talk to children. If your father is alive, a few things that you need to be told about your father, because the man is hurting man, and men don't talk. I put it here. Men, sorry, I'm just taking instructions, guys. We're doing multiple streaming, so I have to wear this and that. All right. Thank you, Kevin. Kanyotu, my brother, I know you're one gentleman who is has a heart for the man, and I know you're in a group that you really help build men, and may God continue to bless you. Thank you, Danny, watching from Dar es Salaam. Thank you very much. So, guys, oh, Jesus Christ. Yes, the man is a hurting man. The man is a dying man, but the man is dying in silence. And I will say some things, and Jesus Christ. The man has been left to die alone because of the expectation of society. Now, man has these pressures. First and foremost, I want you to understand, men are hurting, period. Even when one day you decide Thank you, Stephen Hooley. Even one day you decide to abuse a man thinking he's useless, I want you to know that is a man who is hurting. That is why I usually say this: women contemplate suicide, men actualize suicide. The highest percentage of suicide is among men. Depression also is hitting men. And it's not because men are weak. No, I know in very many quarters, men have been dismissed by many people as, oh, men are very weak. I'll tell you something. When you see a man buckling under the pressure, you may see something small that's triggered off something, and you say, how can he go into a depression because of such a small thing? How can he even think about committing suicide because of such a small issue? What you need to understand is that that is not the issue. That was just the last straw because of pressure that has been built over the years. So it may take somebody just abusing a man or something that may appear very small, very minute, and then it takes the man to the edge. And many suddenly will concentrate on that small thing, but nobody saw the man while he was screaming in silence. Nobody saw the man while he was saying, help, and yet there was no voice coming out. Nobody saw the tears of the man that do not come out on the outside. And let me tell you something. If you're sitting next to your husband, he may appear, oh, everything is okay. You may be sitting next to your father. You may be sitting next to your brother. But I can tell you something that is holding all men together. We are fighting. We are dying. We are hurting. We just don't know. Thank you, Bakari. God bless you. We just don't know who to talk to. Number one, the man has what we call the personal pressure. As men, we want to come out as the best. We are putting ourselves under pressure to belong. We want to appear. We want to succeed. You understand what I'm saying? And I'll say this, and I know I may say some statements that may be taken the wrong way, but I'm saying it from a very clean place. Now, women, when you have a family that is success to some level, a woman, that is why after work, women rush home. That is their place of comfort. They want to see their kids succeed. And it's a beautiful thing. Men rush to meet their homies. A woman's home is her house where her children are. After work, a woman is just saying, I can't wait to go home. And when they're passing somewhere, I think I'll buy my daughter this. I think I'll buy my son this. You just want to build. When a man leaves work, they want to be with their homies. That's their home. That's why we call them homies. You want to go sit somewhere. You want to release pressure. My goodness. Allow me, just pray for me, because this message may be very difficult today. Because I'm also speaking as a man. And the things I'm saying, I'm not speaking to as if I'm not within that bracket. I am also in that bracket, that we go through all these things together. So the personal pressure is, I need to bounce off myself. I need to prove to myself that I can do it. I went to primary school. I went to high school. I went to, good to see you, John Yaga, man of God. I went to an institution of higher learning, and I have come out. Then what do I have to show for it? My goodness, when you look at your friends and you look at your other people and you're like, am I lagging behind? You hear another friend of yours has just gotten a job as a CEO and you're still looking for a job. That pressure kills a man. And I'm going to say some truths today. I'm going to tell you some things today, so that ladies understand that sometimes when your men keep quiet, it's not because they're having an affair. Sometimes when they keep quiet, it's not because they're weak. No, they're dying inside. So that personal pressure. And then we have societal pressure. This is what the society expects of a man. This is society saying you're not supposed to die. This is the society saying you're not supposed to cry. This is a society that is saying you have to succeed whether you like it or not. This is a society that says even if you don't have a job, you must take your kids to holiday in Mombasa. This is a society that says even if you don't have a job, or you have just got a 50% salary cut and the neighbors are taking their kids to Mombasa, you also have to take them to Mombasa. And men don't want to let their children down. And then we go into a place where I wish they knew we don't have, but we're going to do the best to make sure they have it. This is the kind of pressure I'm talking about. This is the pressure the society expects a man to never ever feel they're weak, to never ever feel that they cannot do it. Yes, sometimes we don't know what to do. Sometimes we don't know how to do it. Sometimes we have no means to do it, yet we have the heart to do it. Yet, a man can do 100 good things, but then he will miss out on one small thing. But society will amplify on this one thing that the man did wrong and rubbish the 100 things that the man did wrong. You child, I want you to appreciate your father. There is a time he really didn't have the money to buy you a PlayStation, but because he doesn't want to let you down, he said, if you pass your exams, I'll buy you a PlayStation. He had to. And I'm not saying living beyond the means. I'm just saying when a father in good faith says, I'm going to do this, and then the time comes and he doesn't have the means. That's why we rush to our homies. And when we rush to our homies, our boys, we don't talk to them because we know you're also dealing with an issue, aren't you? Just the way I'm dying in silence, you are hurting also in silence. So let's just have our beer. Let's just have our soda. Let's just watch football. And we are jumping up and down as if we are the owners of these football clubs. No, we are releasing our pain. I'm not going to talk to our fellow man because I know he's dealing with the same thing or something in one way or another. But just come, let's watch football. Let's just enjoy. Let's just be there. Let's just scream our hearts off. That's why some men just go and look at their cars being washed. It's because they are washing their pains away. But society does not allow them to be vulnerable. Then we have the family pressure. This is where culture, especially for the African man, expects you to lead in every way. This is when society expects you, if there's a funeral in the home, you may be earning the least in the home, but the expectation to give the most is on you because you're a man. Oh, my goodness. I've had stories of men dying while watching TV. And I'm not talking about those time wasters. There are men who just don't want to get it together. But I'm talking about the man who is genuinely trying, but the pressure is getting to them. And allow me now to talk to the ladies and to the children. This may be a bit hard. I may get a lot of flack from this, but I know what I'm talking about. Men, I know if there's a man watching me right now, this man he was in his last leg. This man is sitting at home in silence and wondering, what will I do for my children? What will I do for my wife? I can't even see any light at the end of the tunnel, but I'm expected to do this. Hear me, guys. I'm talking about men so that I don't get people misunderstanding me. I'm not talking about those boys who just want to go and play around having sex with multiple partners as if they're rabbits. No, I'm talking about men who are struggling genuinely. Men who are screaming but nobody's hearing them. Men who are saying, please help me, but I can't say it because if I show you my vulnerability, you may use it against me. This brings me to the women. I don't say I don't talk, you're not married. I have friends who are married. By the grace of God, we have been in forums where a few men have been open enough to speak to help other men. I'm going to tell you this, lady. That husband you're abusing every day as if he's nothing, based on what you hear other women saying out there. Oh, my husband just bought me a nice car for my birthday. Don't put your husband under pressure. He's even wondering where school fees is going to come from when the schools reopen. Oh, but you know, my friend, the husband, the husband bought her a Mercedes Benz. It's fine. For all you know, the husband could be a COVID millionaire. The grass is not always green on the other side. If it is, sometimes it's just their water bill that is a bit higher. I know men who have been abused left, right, and center. I know men who are walking with death certificates in their pocket. They're just saying, when is my date coming? When is my date coming? When am I gonna go? I'm tired. I have friends who have said, I wish I could die to give me relief. But if I die, what will happen to my children? Ladies, let me just speak to you. And I need to underscore this. I'm talking about the men who really are trying. Men who have tried their best to make it work. Not boys. So let's concentrate on the men. But you wife, because of your friend's husband, buying your friend gifts, going to Dubai, you want to put your man under pressure. This man is even struggling to get eggs for everyday breakfast. And then when you put the man under pressure, then the man goes to take loans upon loans. And then when he cannot pay, you are telling the man, useless man. Not to all the ladies. And I'll speak about the ladies who support their men. Because even men who are watching, they will know some are married to wives, but some are married to knives. Ladies, let me give you a secret. Let me give you a secret. Allow me just to speak it. I want to check. Allow me just to speak it as I feel it. I see all of you. All you need to do for your man, and please, I'm talking about men who are trying, but the pressure is hurting them. Then, when a man comes and you're just abusing the man and talking to the man, oh, Jesus Christ. Is somebody saying, Luther is saying, and this is a lady speaking. I have a friend who compares her hubby with her girlfriend's hubby. Let the man come and let him feel he's a king in his own home. Yes, he came by matatu, he came walking. Do you know some men have walked and they just clean their shoes just before they get home so that their children see a happy man, their children see a clean father. But the man has been tamacking the whole day in town. The man has been sleeping at Uhuru Park because he has sent applications all over the place. But the problem with some of you ladies is because you have gone into some groups and you have been told if your man does not take you to Dubai on holiday, he is not a man. Let the man survive. Hear me, if you're sitting next to your husband, just touch his hand and squeeze it and tell him, I love you and I appreciate you. If a man can be appreciated by his woman, that is a man who can conquer anything. Oh, I want you to know when your man leaves the home, he's going into a battlefield. And please, I'm not bashing women. We'll do another topic for women. But allow me just to talk to the men today. Because men are dying. Men are checking their pockets. When is my death coming? I want to go. But if I go, what will happen to my children? What will happen to my wife? Learn to see the tears of your man in silence. Learn to hear his scream in silence. And I'm speaking to the wives and to the girlfriends and to the fiancés. All he needs right now is, I'm with you. It may be difficult, but we will get better. A man who has the support of his wife is a man who will conquer great heights. Whew. But why don't we talk, I hear you ask? Oh, you men don't talk, so it's your problem, your problem. We fear to speak it at our point of vulnerability, because when a man is vulnerable, he is called weak. So he is forced to be strong, but he's dying on the inside. And that is why every day we hear cases of suicide. Every day we hear cases of depression. Every day we hear cases of a man just woke up and walked out, never to be seen. Every day we have had cases of a man just wore slippers, walked out of the house, and nobody has ever seen them 10, 15, 20, 30 years. Where is that man? Heard of cases where a man just walks away, not because he wants to leave the comfort of his home, but he's very uncomfortable on his children seeing that he cannot provide. And I'm not talking to the men who have refused to provide and yet they have the power to provide. No, I'm talking to the men who are trying. Oh my goodness, if only you know what men are dealing with. Let me tell you something. Some of you ladies have gone to the salons and have come back, and you've heard stories about successful, in their eyes, men who are doing great things, and then you come and tell your husband, you, what kind of man are you? Don't kill your man. But I've also talked to men who have said, life has been difficult, but my wife is my pillar. My girlfriend supports me emotionally. She says, it's okay. It may be difficult, but I'm with you through thick and thin. But also you men, don't be desperate for the support of your woman. And then when you make it, you carry a prostitute in your car. Oh my goodness. Men don't talk. And let me tell you something about to you ladies. Sometimes when your man speaks to you at his moment of vulnerability, and then a week later when you're quarreling, you start telling him how useless he was based on what he told you, he will never speak to you again. You have lost that man. If you crush a man's ego, you have finished him. Whoa. Men are dying in silence. Your husband comes and is silent in the house. Some ladies come swinging their tush, left, right, as if you're in the cadet, whatever. And then you're telling husband, why are you quiet? You're a boring man. Do you know how my friend Sujui, Jen's husband, takes her to Sujui where for a drink and they go for bowling? You, Kwani, what do? The man does not even have the strength to lift a ball to the bowling alley because he's wondering how is he going to survive. You may be eating chicken today. He's wondering what will happen next week. All you know is that chicken will come. Children, oh daddy, cornflakes, oh daddy, bacon. Some of your fathers, and I want to speak to the children right now, some of your fathers have denied themselves for that bacon. Oh, dad, why are you not eating? No, I'm fasting. Oh, dad, why are you not eating? No, I ate. All they do, and what they're doing is that it's because they only bought 4 eggs, and they know if they join into the eggs, you will not eat all well. Oh, dad, you eat with us? No, it's okay. I'm so full. And your father is smiling and is playing with you, but he's hungry. That is why it is very painful for some of you children when you come to the city. You men are taking slay queens from club to club, and your father who sacrificed for you is dying. It is criminal for a man to do that. It's also more criminal for a woman to buy weave for 150,000, and your father is sitting under a tree eating mihogo. One for the next 3 days. Today is just talk about men. Another day I'll talk about women, because also women are suffering. And I want to encourage us men today. It is time for us to stand with each other. Leave no man behind. You are struggling with something, you are hurting, and I'm dying with something as well. Let us hold hands. And that's why I get so vexed when I see a man gossiping another man. Shame on you. When I see men gossiping fellow men, men bashing other men, it is shameful. It is shameful. A man who gossips is like a bus steward in a 5-star hotel, not welcome. You are bashing a fellow man, yet you know you have the same struggles. Personal pressure, family pressure, societal pressure. And tonight I want to encourage the men. Don't give up. And to the ladies who support your men in prayer, tell them it is okay. God bless you. But now to a man, man to man. This is how the men should be with each other. I'm in a group called Muscles. Our slogan is leave no man behind. Whether the man is limping, whether the man has a leg cut off, let's go back and pick the fellow men who have been left in the trenches. We are all limping. We limp back and pick the ones whose legs have been cut off and tell that man we're in this together. Be like a soldier. Even if somebody's dead, they never leave a body in foreign land. We are leaving no man behind. And you man who looks at another man as useless because they're vulnerable, shame on you. To the man, we are all in one army. If I show you my scars, don't laugh at them. If my scar is on my forehead, don't laugh at mine because yours is hidden beneath your vest. We have scars. And I'm praying for men to show each other scars. And I want any young man listening to me tonight, don't think we have it all together. Don't think that, I'm a young man, I'm struggling. Let me tell you something about us. Sometimes we see young men looking up to us, and we thank God for that. But sometimes it is easy to look up to us based on what you think is the positive side. Oh, we have gone hungry. We have been kicked out of houses because of rent issues. We have been unable to feed our children. We've been unable to feed our families. So don't lose hope. Don't say yours is different. Young man, don't put yourself under pressure. If we open up and show you our scars, we're here to tell you, just keep on keeping on. Do you know sometimes we lock ourselves in the room and cry out of the public because we want you young men not to see us collapsing? Do you know some wives, let me tell you, yes, you have never seen your husband's tears. But do you know what he's doing when he delays in the bathroom? He's crying. But when he comes out to his children, oh, he is the lion. He is the King Kong. He is the big daddy, but he's crying. That is why, yes, man of God, God uses people with scars. Sir John Nyaga. That is why, ladies, some ladies, stop going to your children and saying how useless their father is. That is their hero. I pray that you not laugh at my scar on my forehead, because your scar is on your thigh and it's hidden. Don't laugh because I only have one eye. Well, I lost the other one trying to make it in this world. Do not laugh because I'm walking in a limp. I had a visitation and a battle the whole night until my hip was dislocated. In my dislocation was my revelation. Don't laugh at me because I walk funny. Don't laugh at me because I only have 2 shirts. I needed to wear 2 shirts so my children have shirts for school from Monday to Friday. Don't laugh at me because I've lost weight. I'm not on a diet. I've lost weight because I've had to be hungry for my children to eat. Don't laugh at me because I'm moody. I'm moody because I don't know what more to do. Don't laugh at me when you see me talking to myself. It's the only thing I can do to release the pressure. Don't laugh at me when you see me by the counter by myself. I'm not looking for a prostitute. I'm just talking to my God. Don't laugh at me when I sit on a Sunday service and I'm not dancing like everybody else is. I don't have the strength on my knees, but my heart is crying to God. Don't laugh at me when I don't come for your family parties on your side. It's because I don't want to be looked down upon. All your sisters, I'm married to rich men. I'm just trying to make it happen. Don't call me rude that I don't like your family by not attending your family meetings. I just need my sanity. Don't laugh at me because I don't walk, I don't drive like other men. Don't laugh at me because I can speak like other men. My voice has gone because I've been crying and I've lost my voice. Don't laugh at me because I don't roar like a lion. I've roared until I couldn't roar anymore. Don't laugh at me because everybody else is laughing at me. Just tell me you still remain to be the man that I love. Don't laugh at me because I have no friends. Well, it's because I don't have money to go buy rounds like every other friend. Don't laugh at me when I don't attend Harambes. It's not because I'm mean. It's because I know when other men are giving, you look at me and say, stop embarrassing our family. Well, I'm here to tell you, if you tell me don't embarrass our family, go give something, I will embarrass the family more if I give what I have because it will be used against me. Men, don't talk because the society thinks a man who is vulnerable is a weak man. I want to speak to men. Please. Oh, Jesus Christ. Men. And I'm logging off in the next 3 minutes. Tonight, go to see you, man of God, David Chengo. Tonight, I want a man to text a fellow man. And just tell them, I love you, bro. Text a fellow man. Tell them I love you, bro. If you have a father, text your father and tell your father I love you. And thank you for the things you've done for me. Whether you like it or not, the hand of blessing is in the Father's hand. I urge a man to text a fellow man and tell the man, we're leaving no man behind. I love you, my brother. We're doing life together. I have a friend called Abu. Abu says, hatutoki, meaning I ain't leaving you in your struggle. Tell a man you love them. Tell a man you're praying for them. Tell a man you appreciate them. Tell a man I'm praying for you. And to the wives, please appreciate your husband today. Just write him a note and write 5 things that you like about your husband. Just 5. Husband, I appreciate you for this. I appreciate you for this. I appreciate you for this. 5 things that you appreciate. Not every time. Not every time. Tonight, just appreciate your husband. Men are dying in silence. I pray that you, man, who is feeling depressed, you will know that we are leaving no man behind. Hold on just one more day. That man who is feeling suicidal, please don't do it. We need you. Your wives need you. Your parents need you. Your brothers and sisters need you. Your children need you. Above all, the world needs you. I'm just hoping that you will accept to be vulnerable. Say when you can't walk anymore, just say, I'm tired. Call a fellow man and tell them, I'm tired, man. I feel the pressure. Call a fellow man today. Do you know men are some man somewhere is one abuse away from committing suicide? Another man is just one lack of a meal away from suicide. Another one man is lack of school fees away from suicide. But also that man is one message of appreciation away from fighting on. That man is just desperate for his wife to rub his back and say, I got you. I kid you not, for those who are married. I'll tell you something tonight. Every married man. Thank you, Anne. You've sent a text to your dad. God bless you. Andrew Monk said, I celebrate all men. God bless you. To the married man, I know, let me tell you, you wives, let me tell you something. Sometimes you don't have to say anything to your husband. Just rub his back and say, I got you. That man will wake up tomorrow and fight any battle. And to that woman who is a knife, all you do is abuse your husband for what he has tried to do, but he cannot. I'm talking about the men who have tried. Please, don't fall for the pressure of social media. That you see people taking selfies with their husband and they're in Mombasa and they're enjoying. Don't fall for that pressure to come and abuse your husband. You may not know what is going through, and that when that man commits suicide, you'll be wearing a black dress and black shades with a white handkerchief crying, and you know truly his home was like a war front. His home was on fire. Good to see you, Pastor Gordon Rogo. I urge all the wives today, because I know men who are standing strong because of their wives. I know that for sure. And there are many great women out there. But I'm not embarrassed to say this. There are also knives out there. You go discuss your husband in a salon, and then you are given advice by those who don't like even being in relationships. So they will not give you objective advice. How do you get advice from a woman who hates men and you think they will tell you something that will build your marriage? They will tell you to crush your man. You go into these funny groups and, oh, my man cannot do that. Bye. My man has like a small dick. What is that? You didn't know. You wanted somebody now to advise you on that one. Oh, my man. Oh, my man. And then you go and tell your man, you are small. You are like a teaspoon in a big cup. I wish you knew Jonte. Nonsense. You are killing that man. Thank you, Cyril. God bless you. YouTube. Oh, let me check the YouTube guys. Sorry, YouTube. I love you, the YouTubers. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Robert Brawley, the coach. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's not easy. Guys, it's not easy. Appreciate you, man. Let me just appreciate the YouTube guys. Thank you, Judy Mudhoni, Mini Kamotho, Kathy, Rod, as always. Judy Mudhoni, William, thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Keep on. Oh, Ruth Mwende, thank you. Anastasia Gitonga, God bless you. MK, thank you very much. The Banana Peddler, I see you, my brother. So I pray that we will appreciate the men today. Just tell that man, I love you. And for the ones who have lost their fathers, we say, may your fathers continue resting in peace, but may their legacy live through you. May you not be in so much pain, but in a celebratory mode for the time they spent with you and inculcated some great values. Let me tell you something, even if your father is the biggest drunkard, the one who falls in the mtaro, he is still your father. Appreciate that man. You do not know why some of them have to go and take changa. Oh no, don't blame the devil in anything. There are some things they're struggling with. Reverend Dazu Achero, good to see you. And I'm praying we, as Reverend Dazu says, we get to a place that men can talk, but be a safe space for another man. There are some men who have mouths that are very loose. A man comes to speak to you in his vulnerability. You're already telling everybody, as if you work for Al Jazeera. You are there to opening your mouth all over the place. Let me tell you something. Be a safe space. My friend Abo says, hatu toki, hatu banduki, as the man of God Kamude said, hatu banduki. But don't laugh at my scar in my forehead because it's being seen. Yet yours is in your chest or your thigh, yet and it's not being seen. Don't laugh at mine. There is a time your scar that is hidden will start smelling. You will need me with my scar to stand with you. Men, text a fellow man. I'm seeing all your comments. I pray we'll be strong for each other. Father, in the name of Jesus, Lord, I thank you and I bless you. I honor you, God, for every man, every woman who has watched this. That this evening being a night for men, that we lift every man unto your feet, which is the most high place. I pray that any man who feels like collapsing, Father, hold them with your righteous and mighty right hand. Every man that needs a word of encouragement, Lord, please touch somebody to send another man a word of encouragement. Devil, if you touch one man, you have touched all of us. And we are coming after you in the name of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior.